Well, for those of you that wonder about what ice fishing tent I run, I got the Cabelas Ice Team 6x12 ice fishing tent. This thing is just massive and it's real quick and easy to set up. It takes about 5 minutes to set up. If you do the anchors, another couple of minutes, but these things are about 600 bucks from Cabelas, and now they got it all set up. I'll take you inside and I'll show you. It's a pretty basic tent, but it's definitely worth the money if you're looking at one of these tents. So here you got one big door, and there's a little Velcro strip here that holds the door open for you. In the back you have another big door right there, and again it has the Velcro as well. And then there's 6 windows all along the sides that you can open up, and then there's also 2 of these big air vents. So if you're running a propane heater, you want to open up at least one of them. 2 of them is probably a little bit better. And then these windows too, nice big windows, let in a lot of light. And then when this thing is buttoned up, with a lot of these things, and you get these little tiny like pinholes and stuff, but I've had this thing for going on geez, I think 6 years now. I've fished in it, I don't know how many hundreds of hours. I've actually lived out on the lake in this when it was about -25, -30 there the one night. And one side here I had my cot, and my little kitchen was set up right in here. And then on the far side is where I just had all my fishing stuff at. So I was pretty well fishing 24/7 there for, I think it was 6 days out on the ice. And man, it was a great little vacation. I actually did that out here at Ingle Lake, so it was really good. Also, on all these walls there's little mesh pockets too, and they're big pockets. Like there, you know, you can hold whatever you want in there. I'll put like tackle in there, or if I have a mug of tea or hot chocolate, put that in there too. And overall, it's just a great tent, and you definitely can't beat it. There's bigger ones and more insulated and more expensive ones, but yeah, if you want something that's somewhat cheap but you have a ton of room, this is definitely the one to get. Another real nice thing to bring with you when you're out ice fishing too is some sort of a heater. This one here is just one of the tank top Mr. heaters. You can get these in the single burner like this, or there's also a double burner. I used to have just a small little heater called the Little Buddy heater, and that worked good in this tent when it was, you know, minus 10, 15, sometimes 20 if there's no wind. But if it's, like, it could be minus 25, minus 30 out, and if you have this thing cranked up on high, you're in here in a t-shirt and pants, and there's no problem whatsoever. So if you have kids and, you know, or a woman that really doesn't like the cold, get you a big heater to put into your tent, and there's no worries whatsoever. They'll come out and they'll enjoy themselves, and it makes it so it's a nice little family outing. Makes it a lot more enjoyable. Even for young guys like me, I'd rather be warm than cold. So I bring a heater with me, and definitely makes it a lot more enjoyable, and you stay out a lot longer and catch more fish. Well, we pretty well have everything set up in the tent here, and I'll show you just how much room there is, especially for one guy in here. Like, this thing is just massive, but if you have dogs or a big family or something like that, this thing is an absolute must to bring with you. Otherwise, you gotta bring 2 or 3 of the smaller tents. But this thing, I've had it where it was me and another adult and 3 kids fishing in here, and we never had a problem. There's a ton of room. Well, Rigger Boy, he always comes in on the adventures with me. But usually you can put 1 hole there, 1 hole where I'm standing. You can put 2 in the middle, 2 in the corner. You can even put 3 along the back walls and stuff. Like, there's just tons and tons of room in here, and we got the big air vents open, so we got the nice propane heater going, and with that thing on low, like, it's already hot in here. Like, I'm gonna have to take off my sweater here soon. But that's it for this review of the Cabelas ice fishing tent, and now we're gonna get to fishing.